All right, all right, all right. It's Kevin Garcia, aka the Puerto Rican Kid KG. This is In the Field with KG, another series that we starting where I'll send you, or you guys will see my live work. When we out at the events and when we're doing Zooms like this. So today we got something special for y'all. Some of y'all may not be familiar, but that's the purpose of this video today. This interview is to make sure that you guys are well aware. 17 and 0, 11 KOs. I'm representing Lehigh Acres, Fort Myers area, Florida. A big Florida in the house. The Dark Menace, Tiara Brown. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
For sure, for sure. So I can't start this interview off without asking you anything else besides how you doing? You're from Florida. Obviously, you had travel last weekend. Your peoples is out there. How's everything going?
Oh yeah, we had the hurricane out here. I just got back last night home here to Florida. The hurricane, it did some devastation. A lot of roads were flooded, a lot of power lines knocked down. But all in all, God is good, and my family and all my friends are okay.
That's what's most important. Thank you for letting us know. Obviously, I know it could have, been worse, and we just happy you all right and happy you letting us know you good. That's important. That's important. But look, there's a lot of meat and potatoes to this conversation, so we're gonna get right into it. Last weekend you had a fight, scheduled against Diana Vargas. It was supposed to happen in Philadelphia for the WBC interim title at 126. It didn't happen. So let's start there. Can you tell us what happened with that whole scenario?
So what's today? Sunday. So the fight was
Monday.
supposed to have been today's Monday. Well,
Today's
listen,
Monday, champ. You
wow,
too,
today's
you moving
Monday.
too quick. You see, you fast forward.
Look, I've been so distraught. Like I feel like I'm in like the Twilight Zone. Yeah, the fight was supposed to happen Saturday. And all we know is on Friday, when I went to the weigh-ins, we were at the weigh-in. We were ready. I was on weight. I was ready. We got there at like 2:30. The weigh-ins were supposed to start at 3. But no one's
Boxing.
weighing is right. Boxing weigh-ins. So around like 4 o'clock, I'm
Three
looking.
means 5:30 in boxing.
There you go. There you go. So around 4 o'clock, I'm looking like I don't see the girl, but no one has told me or my coach anything, you know? So I'm watching the guys get on the scale and all that, and then someone walks over to me right before they call my name, like 5 minutes before they call my name to get on the scale, and they say, your fighter's not here. She's not gonna make it. So first, I'm just like, who are you talking to?
Are you talking to me? You talking to me? Yeah, I feel you.
It is not April, so stop fooling. Okay?
Hmm.
Because I'm like, I've been out here this whole time. How long did y'all know this? When did y'all find this out? And why weren't we notified? You know? So then they call my name to go on the scale right after I'm hearing this, and I go on the scale like I was mean mugging. Like I was just mad. Like I did everything I was supposed to do. I made the weight. I was 125.6. I was drinking that whole morning. I was drinking that whole morning. Like I was ready, I was prepared. And then for that to happen in that manner, you know, it was disgusting. It was heartbreaking. And then we're told, oh, the opponent never got to the airport. Then we're told that, oh, she got to the airport, but she was having visa issues. So it's like, what's up? Because the girl ended up calling my coach. She only speaks Spanish, Vargas. She ended up calling my coach on Instagram and telling him she was at the airport at 3 o'clock that morning,
Mm.
Friday, and that when she got there, her visa wasn't ready, which was supposed to be paid for by that promotional company. And she showed us that her visa wasn't until the next Friday. Like the appointment wasn't set until the next Friday. Who dropped that ball? You know
Good question.
what's up? So I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm torn, but I feel bad for her too. She said it was a 2 hour drive from where she lives in the Dominican Republic to where she went to go pick up her visa. And she's getting there and she's there at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, it's just not right. And it just appeared like no one really was tripping because we're women. And who cares
Mm.
about women's boxing really at the end of the day? We're fighting for a title.
It would have
We're
been a dope
boxers.
fight. It
You
would
know
have
what I'm
been a
saying? It was
dope
gonna be
fight.
a great fight. I was training hard. I know she was training hard. Hats off to her. And it's just I'm very displeased, and I'm really down. That's why I couldn't talk to you. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I couldn't talk to you right then, but
No, you fine.
I was just trying to like get my bearings together. And I still feel like I thought today was Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just still feel like I'm in the twilight zone. Like we trained so hard.
Did anybody from the promotion reach out and tell you, look, man, or man is not the right term. Look, Tiara, this is what happened, and we apologize, and this is what you can expect for us going forward. Or it's just kind of look, it is what it
No,
is.
no, it is what it is, and that's what it was.
Got you, got you. Cool. Obviously, that happened, but like they love to say in life, things happen for a reason. And it
Absolutely.
was, yeah, it is just like, I don't know, timing, coincidental, but that same day, if you're a boxing fan, you know this, and if you're not aware, we'll clarify it. You were fighting for the WBC interim title at 126. Would have put you in the position of mandatory challenger for the champion at 126, Skye Nicolson,
But I'm
who,
already her mandatory. I
oh, there
became
you
her
go. Thank you.
mandatory June 28th after I won the WBC Eliminator. I became
Ah.
Skye Nicholson's mandatory challenger then, yet somehow she ended up fighting Raven Chapman
Hmm.
October 12th. And now all of a sudden she calls out Tiara Brown after they ask her, who's the one name you want to fight? She says, Tiara Brown. Well, pause. She says, Tiara Brown. I think we have a mandatory. No, baby girl, you know I'm your mandatory. Boo, I've been your mandatory since June 28th, and you knew it then because you were talking on Twitter about it. But yet you decided she chose to fight Raven Chapman over her mandatory. See, that's how that was. See, it's all smoking games. It's all internet gangster. She's internet gangster. Now she wants to call me out. How you call out your mandatory? You
And you know
can't
what? I appreciate the
call out
clarification
a
because I thought you
mandatory.
were
Yeah,
mandatory now. Look at that. Perception's
yeah.
crazy.
You can't call out a mandatory. That's like saying you going to the Super Bowl. You already know the two teams who have qualified to fight to play in the Super Bowl, but then the one team, yeah, you know what? We want to play against blah blah blah. Well, that's who you're playing against. Skye is talking the talk. She talking the talk, but she can't walk the walk. See, I'm gonna put her in her place when it comes down to it. I'm going to put her in the place. Her and all her fans who are just overlooking me. I was her mandatory June 28th. So why didn't we fight?
Are
Why
you
fight
sh
someone else?
are you shocked that she's saying your name now? Because you spoke about it in the past, but I don't think I've ever heard Scott mention you before.
She has. She's
Okay.
mentioned me before she fought Raven.
Mm.
She's also said I'm irrelevant, and things of that nature.
Yeah, I meant mentioned you as a fight. Like I don't think she's ever spoke about I want to fight Tiara.
No, no. See, what she said after I won the eliminator before she fought Raven was that she'll fight either one of us. It doesn't matter. Well, fight me. If it doesn't matter, why fight someone else? If it doesn't matter and I'm your mandatory, fight me. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Of course.
if it doesn't matter, fight me. You're mandatory instead of fighting someone who was not your mandatory. Raven was not her mandatory. I've been her mandatory since I won the WBC Eliminator June 28th. So make it make sense. She can say whatever she wants to say. At the end of the day, she don't want to fight, but she's gonna have to fight, and that's just that.
And she's gone out there now and said she's looking at you next. I know it's obviously very recent. Has there ever been any talks? I mean, has anything sparked up? Has anybody reached out? Any sort of negotiations ever been brought to you about a potential Scott Nicholson fight?
Never, never. And all she has ever said about me on Twitter is I'm irrelevant. Who have I fought? Who have you fought? I'm trying to fight. I can't fight people that don't want to fight. I can't force anybody to fight. But who has she fought? Put our
Yeah.
resumes up together, including amateur records. What have you done? besides be spoon fed like she is. But every dog has their day.
Yeah, they do. So if it happens, obviously I know you have all the belief in yourself that you're gonna win, but how do you win?
I'm going to destroy Skye. We all know she's a runner, she's a track star. So we we already know her game plan. I've seen all of her fights, all of her snooze fest. She runs the whole, it's the difference between boxing. You can box beautifully. I love a good boxer. You can box beautifully, but when you throwing two punches, bop, bop, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, hold. Jab, jab, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way, hold. Man, that's not a fight. Did you see her fight Raven Chapman? I don't know what that was. Go to the
No.
and I'm not even gonna say anything from how I feel about the fights. Go to the comments. Listen to what the fans were saying about the fight. I don't have to say anything about the fight. Who I don't have to say anything about the fight.
Is there
But
anything she does that gives you pause for concern? Anything at all?
nothing.
There
Nothing
you
at
go.
all. I want a good, great I want a good, great fight. I want to give a fight the fans want to see, not you throwing one and two punches, holding and running. There's a difference between boxing. Boxing is beautiful. Boxing is
Mhm.
sweet science, but when you're running, you don't want to get hit. You see the thing about Scott, she's scared to get hit.
Mm.
She's scared to get hit. That's why she run like she do. She should have went to college on a track scholarship. Real. I mean, if we're being honest, I did. So if we're being honest, but I know how to get through there. I fought runners before. I know how to get through there. So when we fight, she's gonna have a she I might get a towel with my name embroidered on it and give it to Eddie before the fight starts. Here you go, buddy. Just so when you're ready, toss that thing in there. Cause when I get a hold of her, it's gonna be something she didn't expect because she looks down on me. Like she said I'm irrelevant. Um, we'll see. We'll see.
Final message or words for Eddie and Scott in terms of this fight potentially happen.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, T Baby the Dark Menace, coming at you live from Fort Myers, Florida. When y'all really gonna fight? I'm not talking about one of those cherry pick fights. I'm talking about when you really want to prove that you're a dog. You want to smoke. I'm the vape. I'm the Newport
Mm.
100 in the box. I'm the cigar bar. What's up? Whatever smoke you need, I can get it for you. I'm here and I'm ready, wherever, whenever. Holla at me.
Period.
Period.
Period. Love it. Love it. Great message. And I'm sure they'll see it soon. Tiara, I cannot let you get out of here without enlightening the fans a little bit about who you are and some of your history. So, some fans may begin to know you now. You're 17 and 0, you have 11 KOs, great fighter. You're making your way up to that championship fight, and we all look forward to you getting it because you deserve it. But you've been around for a while, and you were around at a point in boxing history when the women's division, I mean, not that it's grown, but it still has room to grow. But when it was very limited, you're a former Olympian, 2012 Olympian. Just thinking back on where boxing was then, because I know you won the worlds, you won gold at the world championships, but you didn't get that Olympic shot. Can you tell us why? For some that may not be aware.
So I won the gold in China. I was number one in the world. Pause. Skye has never won a world gold medal before, you guys. Unpause. So yeah, I was number one in the world as an amateur, and I was fighting at 125 pounds. Now, when the Olympics started, they didn't have all the weight classes. They've just grown. They're growing still to add more and more weight classes. So we thought that they were going to add featherweight because that's what the word on the street was, and then they didn't. And I was just so devastated because here I am. I just won the gold at the World Games. I'm number one in the world. So the Olympics was, right around the corner. So of course I would have been seeded number one, and I would have got that gold. And it just didn't work out like that. And so, I'm glad that now they have that weight class in the Olympics, but I wish they would have, done that back then for me. But they didn't. But God has timing, and I just think that I've gone through so much in my career, and people say, "Why don't you give up?" Right? Because it's like
Crazy talk.
I always get the short end of the stick. It seems like, and it's like my road is always like my path is always just like hard. It's never just paved smooth. You know what I'm saying? It's like my road would be like turn around, left turn, you missed the street, roadblock, and then it'll be like, you went the wrong way, and then oh, hurricane coming, turn around, go that way. It's just my road has always been just extremely hard and difficult, but I don't stop because this is my dream. And I know that I serve a God that He planted this dream in me for a reason. And it's not just gonna go away. I don't care what I go through. I don't care how many obstacles are placed before me. I don't care how many years it takes. I'm going to accomplish my dream. I'm going to accomplish my goals because I said I was, and because I feel I am, and because I know that God wants me to keep enduring. Because at the end, it's gonna be me. When I fight Skye, it's gonna be me. My hand is gonna be raised. She can talk that talk. She can say whatever she wants. Say I'm irrelevant. What have I done? She'll see.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
She's gonna see.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And obviously that 2012 team produced a notable Olympian, right?
2012 team, the USA 2012 team was the best
Hmm.
team America has ever produced
It's crazy
because,
because I actually have you on now, and I speak with Jamel later, who was on the men's side of that same
yeah,
team, Jamel
the
Herring. So,
best, the best team
yep.
ever.
What's your relationship with like with Clarissa? Obviously, she won a gold medal on that team. She repeated down the line. You guys were on that same team. Can you talk a little bit about what your relationship was, and then just what are your thoughts on what she's doing in women's boxing right now?
Oh, me and Clarissa have always been tight. We used to call each other like big little sister. Like even though she's bigger than me, but I'm older than her, so it would be like big little sister. Um, so she, I think Clarissa's doing great and amazing things for women's boxing, right? And I think that she still doesn't have all the clout that she deserves, being that she is the only ONLY, all caps and bold, only American to ever have two Olympic gold medals, yet she's not a household name, you know,
In boxing, for anybody who's confused, and that's what she
in
meant. But just
boxing
just to clarify for the haters in the comments.
for the haters. Because
Yeah.
listen, it don't matter if we can say it's always gonna be haters. There are always gonna be haters. There are always gonna be people who say negative things. And it's like my mother taught me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Because why go out to spew hate? Why go out to say things that you know are hurtful, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, for instance, when people talk about Floyd Mayweather or Gervonta Tank Davis, and they say, "Oh, they can't even read." When did it become cool if they can't read? I'm not saying they can't because, I mean, to me, it seems like they can read. They know how to count money. I know that.
Amen.
So, but when did it become cool to say to clown someone who can't read?
Yeah. Yeah,
When?
people be bored on the internet, just bored, got nothing else going on. That's what it is.
Bored. And so haters, they're gonna hate. They're gonna even this podcast, they're gonna hate. They're gonna be in the comments talking reckless, talking negative and mean. That's why I refrain from reading a lot of comments because comments will have you mad. Comments sometimes have you like this. Hey buddy, what's up? Are you such and such on Instagram? That's your name? You bow, comments have you want to do something to people because it's people who have, first of all, they've never went out to try to accomplish any of their goals or their dreams, right? They've never laced up any gloves. They've never tried to do something amazing in their life. So it's easy for them to come on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook,
Exactly.
and they be, you know what I'm saying? you know,
Uh-huh.
and it's like they're gonna hate. I listen to what people say about Clarissa. She, hands down, she's done amazing things for women's boxing. Just give her the credit she deserves. Just give her the credit she deserves. Name one other American with two gold medals, two Olympic gold medals in boxing. There is none.
Hmm.
She should at least have a shoe.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure. The Clarissa one sound like that'd be
And
hot.
Clarissa won. I'm a cop them things.
Shout out to
You
Clarissa if
know,
you heard that. We vouching for you, Clarissa. Clarissa one's on the
the
way.
Clarissa won. And it's like, come on, just let her have it. Like when people outside of Clarissa use the term "goat," why?
We're gonna stop you there and we're gonna transition then, because that takes me to my next question. That you're absolutely right. Your division is funny right now because you got Skye, right? And we it sounds like all signs point to north. That's gonna be the fight to happen next. You know, you do your thing, you win that belt, you champ there. Somebody's holding up the other belts in that division, Amanda Serrano. She hasn't fought at 126 in a while. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think Amanda should come back down? And if she does, would that be a fight you'd want to see? And just what's your relationship with Amanda like? Because in the past, I've seen you guys in photos, maybe on the internet, talking like Twitter, but where's it at now?
I think Amanda wants to accomplish great things at 140. I believe it's 140. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
She's
That's the
yeah, I think this fight with Katie Taylor that she had last was at 140. I don't know if
140.
this one is again. It could be. It's either that or 135, but more than likely 140.
Yeah, I think it's 140. I think Amanda has accomplished everything she can accomplish at featherweight. You know, I think
Is she
she
holding those belts hostage?
well, see, the thing about that is I don't know when that sometimes what we have to do is turn to the sanctioning bodies. We be quick to blame the fighters, but I think it's the sanctioning bodies who need to start enforcing their mandatories. Enforce your mandatories and then boxers would box. Um, and if it don't make money, it don't make sense. Just
Hmm,
being realistic. Would I love to fight Amanda? Of course. To me, Amanda is the best featherweight in the world. So therefore, for me to be able to say I'm the best featherweight in the world, I need to beat Amanda.
got
So
it.
therefore, if she were to come back down to 126, I would love to fight Amanda. However, do I think she'll come back down to 126? Not right now while she's fighting Katie, because what's going to happen if she beats Katie?
Yeah, yeah,
I and being honest, I think she beat Katie the first time, but she took a foot off the gas, which allowed the leeway to
mhm,
those last like 2 rounds. I think Amanda was winning the entire fight to those last 2 rounds where she took a foot off the gas. I think that's where they were able to say Katie won. You know, that was a great fight. I was there live, and shoot, I'm trying to be to the next one live. In all honesty, but what happens if she beats Katie? Why come
yeah,
back to 126? But
yeah.
either way, I don't care who has the belts. I want them all.
There you go. Before I let you out of here, champ, anything that you want to share, socials, anything the folks should know.
Or they can follow me on. I'm mostly on Instagram. I'm on Facebook too, but most of them on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, Tiara.anointed. Let's see what else. I would like to everyone to know that although I'm very devastated about my fight that didn't just happen, I trained very hard, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful for all the fans who bought tickets and trust and believe. Yeah, I took off today, but I'll be back in the gym tomorrow. Hustle hard, gang, gang. OTX all day.
You heard it from the champ. We appreciate you. We thank you for joining us on Fight Hype. You know I'm gonna be in your messages, getting you back here soon. Maybe on No Holds Barred, like I talked to you about. We got a live podcast that we do, but we can't wait to talk to you again, and we can't wait to hear some fight news. And hopefully, it's the fight that we're talking about.
For sure. And one more thing to all the haters out there who are gonna hate on this bun. This is a fresh new bonnet.
Silky
Listen,
smooth.
silky smooth. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I just took this out the wrapper for my man's. Okay, pink. I got every
Ah,
color: pink, purple,
respect.
burgundy, black, orange, green. What's up? It's trendy. It's fashion. And guess what? I make my own style.
There you go.
Facts.
There you
Be
go.
you. Be you.
Always.
Be happy.
There you go. Appreciate you, champ. Look forward to seeing you again. Fight Hype. We out. Peace.